All right, I'm gonna show you a few different chopping techniques. I'm gonna show you how to do a rock chop, a chiffonade, how to dice, and a pendulum cut. So starting off with our rock chop, you just want to make sure you're holding your knife properly with your index finger and your thumb pinching the blade, and your opposite hand is making a claw. The tip of your knife is going to stay stationary, and you're just going to do this nice rocking motion, making sure you're chopping with that back part of your knife because that's where all the power is. Alright, so now we're going to move on to our chiffonade. Usually you do it with like a leafy herb like basil, and you just wrap it up and just run your knife through that same rock chop into these nice, beautiful ribbons. So that is a chiffonade. Alright, next up I'm going to show you how to dice. So dicing is important, especially like when you're roasting something, because you want to make sure that your vegetables are around the same size so they roast at the same time. So this is a nice little sweet potato. I'm just going to chop off the ends first. And then what you want to do is cut 4 flat sides. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from here, what you want to do is make some planks. So depending on how big you make your plank is going to determine the thickness of your dice. So I'm going to do about a medium dice. I'm going to make 2 cuts. So now I've got my planks, so I'm going to make some batons. So you just, almost like little French fries. Do that with all of them. And if it's something that's hard to cut through, what you can do is kind of get your knife going through the veggie and then use your opposite hand to kind of push down so that you're not going to chop your precious little fingers. Like this. Okay, so from here you would just turn the veggie and you're going to go back to that rock chop. And that is how you dice. Perfect little cubes. Okay, last up I'm going to show you how to do a pendulum cut, which is nice for things like leafy herbs or nuts where there's nothing to hold on to, so you can't do that same rock chop. So all I do is just kind of pull the leaves off the stems. Do not be precious. The stems taste the same as the leaves, so it's not a big deal if you get some stems in there. You just want to make a pile on your cutting board, and then you're going to put your knife parallel to the long edge of your board. The tip of your knife is going to stay where it is at all times, and your opposite hand just kind of rests on it or can pinch the blade. And then with that back part of your knife, you just want to chop back and forth like a pendulum. That way your opposite hand doesn't get in the way, and you just use your blade to kind of bring everything together, chop it all up nice and fine. And there you go. Now you know.